story about a man that walks into this big dark room. And this room is full of lights, full of smoke machines. And he feels like he's just in his old house. There was a child when he was like playing with his family on his little bike, feeling safe, forgetting all his troubles, forgetting what he needs to do, who he has to pay, and not just no feeling inferior. Just no feeling inferior. In this room, worries and all the rules, what you can do and what you can't do just vanish. The only thing that counts is respect. Respect your brother. Respect your brother. Respect your brother. This room is a magic room, but it's really not about the room itself. It's about the people in the room. It's about the moments you share, the smiles, the looks, the music, the DJ. It makes you feel like you're one thing. It makes you want to live forever. Instead of just thinking that it's you against the world. And you think, why can't we always live together like this? I want to live forever. Everybody's in place. Nothing is wrong as long as I stay in the room. But when I walk out, I just feel I'm lost in the gloom. I left the smoke, I feel I'm lost in the space. But it's okay, I've got all my friends in the place. I've got all my friends in the place. Everybody's in place. Everybody's in place. Everybody's in place. I know I'm awake, 'cause I know I'm feeling shaky. These are the lights that tell me your body's ready. This is the sound that fills my body. My body's ready to go. My body's ready to go. My body's ready to go. On his little bike, forgetting all his troubles, feeling safe, really not about the room itself, it's about the people in the room. It's about the moments you share, the smiles, the looks, the music, the DJ. Feeling safe. Instead of just thinking that it's you against the world. It makes you feel like you're one thing. And you think, well, why can't we always live together like this? It makes you want to live forever.
Hello and welcome to Dice Baby. This is us this time.
Happy Chinese New Year, because this is a one shot. It's not
And
a full campaign. So,
You're right.
And Matariki as well too.
Yeah, that too. Exactly.
Yeah.
Make sure you're in frame. We're professionals.
Frame?
Hello and welcome. It is me, everyone's favorite Katan, being the DM this time. I will be playing everyone else. And let's introduce our lovely cast, starting from my left.
Oh, brilliant. So this is what this feels like.
Yeah.
Great. Hi, my name's Sunny. I'm not playing everyone today. In fact, I am playing a dwarven anthropologist called Ailey.
Sick.
And that is me. And Ailey's favourite thing is discovering secret civilizations and telling their story, because otherwise no one else will.
Aww.
Yep.
Wow.
Shane, are you good?
Yeah. Hi, I'm Shane. I am playing today. I'm playing a character called Flash Yarn. He's a wood elf barb. Just yeah, that's who he is.
Right, gotcha. Okay.
Totally.
Yeah,
You
Starting
can love
off-
him.
starting
He's
off
really he's just like
Totally.
he's totally you love him.
Just for the viewers,
Really?
these people will be exploring a
It's a whole
tomb
thing.
today. The perfect character.
Yeah, the wood elf is gonna love being underground. Yeah.
Flash on from the Valley and the Valley of the Kings. Yeah.
Yes. I'm Nadia, and I'm playing Grid O'Connell.
Grid O'Connell.
He's just wow. I'll describe him later, but he's pretty hot. Obviously. I mean, he loves treasure.
Nice.
Hi, I'm Michaela. I am first time here. Very exciting. Special guest. Special. Gotta underline that
Okay.
when the names get put up. I play a tabaxi named Nico. He is a cave boy who likes caves and bones and the weird things that you can find underground.
Nice.
Love it.
And as said, I will be playing everyone else. So today we will be playing the lovely module called Tomb of the Serpent King or Kings by someone who the page is loading.
The page is loading. What a name.
And I can't find the name.
They're amazing.
It's called Tomb of the Serpent Kings. You can Google it. It's pretty good. So we're going to have a good time doing that for you guys today.
You said Tomb of the Serpent King and not of Annihilation.
It was close.
Characters ready to go? Let's
do
get
it.
into it.
It was
Do another Tomb of Annihilation.
No, exactly.
Such a big tomb.
It's such a massive tomb. This one's only slightly smaller. Don't worry. Okay, so we enter the scene with the camera panning over the sea, flying towards a set of mountains in the distance. There are low clouds over there, and you can see off to the east a large storm is still passing over the land. As we sweep over the mountains, we see eagles flying around, your classic shot. There's some light snowfall. A small avalanche falls off of one of the peaks. There's a nice bubbling river going down through the middle of them all. As we continue flying over this large mountain range, we see various elks and foxes galloping across the landscape. That's what foxes do. They gallop.
They do gallop.
In this version of the Sword Coast, they gallop. And we pass a fairly major city and a group of people clustered around a cart of an old lady. And as we continue flying, we pass over another group of 4 people on horses before we arrive at a small village. And the title screen appears, Tomb of the Serpent King. And under that it says, what's the name of the village that I called? Vanderstand. That's where we are right now. And then the camera finishes panning up onto a mountain nearby Vanderstand. And there's just some light shimmerings coming out of this very recent-looking cave opening. And we fade to black. We fade up again on the camera in front of all of these lovely adventurers riding their horses towards Vanderstand. So a little bit of backstory. Recently, a bad storm has passed through the area of Vanderstand, and you have been contracted by the government of the nearby major city Zolops to investigate the mysterious cave and pacify any potential issues, because this is a relatively small town, but it's on an important kind of trade route. So you have been promised significant riches to do this because they assume it will be dangerous. There have been other tombs and the like discovered in the area. All of these tombs and kind of artifacts all predate this civilization by quite a long time, and they're all relevant to like a snake civilization that was there beforehand. Absolutely nothing to do with our current campaign. Nothing to do with those snakes. Totally okay. Yeah.
Yuanti.
Exactly.
Actually, we must be careful about that, because Yuanti might not be the correct nomenclature, actually. We don't want to assume that they are Yuanti. They might just be snake people.
Oh yeah, I think you're right about that. Yeah, yeah, snakies. Hey, might get some skin. Do you think they shed? We can maybe like make some boots or something.
Maybe it's possible.
I
Find
I'd be in
some
on some
snake
boots.
skins we could use. I do actually have my hobblers kit with me, so yeah, let's keep an eye out for some snake skins.
I wouldn't want to bother them. Maybe they don't want to be discovered if they're hiding in these caves.
She does make a very good point. We must be careful.
So recently you've all been on a little bit of a holiday and away from the adventurer life. So you're all feeling a little bit rusty, which is why you're going to level up quickly, but not right now.
And that's the first milestone. Yourself a level.
So your B team, your kind of support B team is lagging behind you a bit. They're the ones helping the old lady with her cart that we saw.
Is it full of cabbages?
We will see when one of you die. And you've been told to go into the town and talk to Taro, the head talk of the village, to give you a bit of a briefing beforehand, before kind of just going straight on in. So you're about half an hour away from the town, and it's just kind of it's a lovely ride as you ride into town. It's a nice day. There are no more clouds in the sky over where you are because they've all been taken away. And it's as you get closer to the town, it does seem a little bit more damaged. You're starting to see a lot more kind of fallen branches, fallen leaves. The general landscape seems to be in a bit more disarray as you get closer to the town. There aren't any there's not like any smoke or anything. The town is mostly unkempt, but you can see that there are definitely people like on roofs, on like kind of slate roofs. They're repairing that all because it has been damaged. You see a couple of kind of blown out windows, but it seems like the town has mostly been mostly unscathed, I should say. This is a town with livestock, so all of those lovely scents hit you as you walk in, and the wind changes to hit you. And as you kind of walk into town, you're on horses. As you slightly trot into town, there is a bit of a bustle, and people stop to look at you. They aren't unfriendly. This is a fairly homogenous town, so it's nice and okay. And then go into the center of town, and there's a big well in the center with a set of people all gathered around it that seem to be peering in. Yeah, that's kind of it. There seems to be one major building in the center, but that looks just to be an inn. Nothing super special.
What time of day is it at the moment?
It's probably about 1:32 in the afternoon. So the sun's quite high. It's warm, but it's not too warm because you're in the mountains.
Okay. And so the normal climate of the area is sort of like normally arid or cold or rather temperate, or like what's the normal kind of?
It's fairly temperate usually.
Yeah, okay.
It definitely gets cold in winters and everything, but they don't typically get really hard snows. So it's a very livable area. That's why the town's been centered there.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So, what would you like to do first?
Well, it's been a long ride. I'm feeling the drink. I don't know about you guys, but that inn over there is looking mighty inviting to me right about now.
I don't know. There's so many people around that well. What if we went and had a look over there? I wonder what's so important.
Yeah.
And
Right,
plus, I'm sure the horses are thirsty. And have you ever seen a horse walk into a bar?
No, but I've heard several jokes along the lines. We could give it a try, but it's probably sensible. Let's see what the townsfolk are up to.
Yeah, I guess.
On the way to the tavern. Right?
Yeah.
So as you walk up to the four people gathered around.
Question: that well, do I know if it would be a social faux pas to have horses drinking from the
It
well?
would 100% be a social faux pas
Okay,
to have
cool.
horses drink from the well.
I'm assuming we can get water out of the well.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, no, I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, it would 100% be a social faux pas.
Yeah, okay, cool, good.
So there are four people clustered around the well. They seem to be kind of looking down and pointing into it. They're all fairly young, and there's one slightly gruff, older-looking man. But that's kind of about it. And as you approach, they all turn and they all glance at the older man. He's clearly the kind of leader of this small group. And he goes, "Hello. How can I help you?"
Hi, Grid O'Connell.
Oh, lovely to meet you, Grid O'Connell. What can we do for you? Oh, yeah, I'm Taro. Lovely to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Tara.
You're Taro.
We just want to know what's up with this well.
Oh, in the storm recently, the bucket came loose off of the rope. We were hoping if we could try it. We can see it floating, so we were trying to hook it, but
I'd be happy to climb down.
it's mighty slippery.
Yeah,
She
we
is
put a
very
rope in,
good. Yeah.
climb down,
Species-
grab the bucket, climb back up the rope.
They're a cat.
Right? Sure.
I love
that'd
climbing
be,
down dark holes. It's like my thing.
That's interesting. Young cat person. Okay, sure. Go for it. I'd be cool.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I have rope with me.
There's a rope descending already.
It's going all the way down.
Yeah, the rope
Okay.
was meant to be attached to the bucket, but the bucket fell off of the rope in the storm.
Okay, so there's still all of the rope.
Yep.
Oh,
Yep.
Easy.
As you go to make your way down, just to say, would any light make this a bit easier?
I have dark vision to 60 feet.
You could probably see fine.
Yeah. No, I'll be good. But thanks. Thank you.
Okay, so do you want to give me an acrobatics check to descend this?
I would love to give you an acrobatics check.
Just go to skills. Yeah, there you go.
While they're doing this, is there a horse trough around that I can see?
Yes, there is a horse trough
I'm going to take the
outside
horses
of
and go tie them up while you're doing that.
Gotcha.
So, it's a middle way.
13.
13. Okay, yeah. You slip just a you start descending the rope, and you go to kind of abseil with your legs against the inside of the well for a second, and then you realize that's a really bad idea. As you just immediately slip a bit, but then you just start climbing down the rope like normal, and it's okay. Oh, are you okay down there?
Yep. No, I'm good.
Cool.
It is slippery, but I got it.
Yeah.
Almost down.
Okay. So when you get down to the bottom, you pick up the bucket, and as you start ascending quite quickly, and you realize that all of the villagers are kind of helping hoist you up, so it's a bit easier for you. Well, good work, boys. That's very nice of you. I'll talk to these people. You go off. That's fine. I got this. What can we do for all of you while your friends are ascending?
Well, we were actually sent here on a job to take a look at the tomb entrance. It just recently opened up.
That's you guys, right?
Gotcha. Yes, that's right.
Okay.
We're going to need to spend some time in town for a bit. I'm not sure if it was possible to have some assistance with lodgings.
Oh, yes, definitely. We've been told to set I think 2 rooms aside for you in the inn.
2 rooms. That can work. That's fine. You wouldn't have any more by chance. There are 4 of us.
No.
I know I might be a bit bougie of myself to impose, but if it was possible to get single rooms per person,
you might have to pay for that one for yourself.
He snores really bad.
it's okay.
I'm really sorry. Your people only prepaid for the tomb.
Government contracts. We're used to it. That's
very, very sorry. I'm sure you could talk to the innkeeper.
I'm sure
you might be able to help.
We might let them know that the fact that they have easier access to drinking water and all that, and might be a good reason to. Oh, but I might be. I don't want to overstep the bounds. That's fine. I'm sure that's work that you could get a contractor to do for absolutely free normally. No, that's okay. We'll talk to the innkeeper.
I'm sure you could do it. Yes. I don't know what those words mean.
She's a city girl.
Right. Of course. Yeah. City folk.
Wink.
Gotcha.
Showing dance leads.
He kind of pauses for a second. Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Question.
Yes.
I believe Ailey has been here before.
Mm-hmm.
Does she recall this person?
You heard that a couple was about to have a child called Taro.
Okay. Cool.
But that's about it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just gonna ask them. Your parents. Sorry, this might come out of nowhere, but your parents. What are your parents' names, by chance?
Bernard and Bernard.
Bernard and Bernard. That is. It's funny. I think I might have met them before. I was here.
You seem younger than me.
Oh, you devil! Yeah. So I'm a widow, but you're flattering. No, I'm a bit older than I look.
Right.
I was here a wee while ago. When I was travelling in my youth, my husband came through a long time ago. But,
right.
Yeah.
What was your name? Sorry.
Ailey.
Oh. I'll ask them.
If I'm not too sure if they remember. It was quite some time ago. But,
they're quite old. But I'll see. Yeah, that would be interesting. We don't have a lot of dwarves in town.
Yeah. A lot of foxes, I saw. Though it's quite.
It is. Yeah. It has been a bit of a pest.
We got an infestation.
We have had an infestation of foxes.
I noticed the livestock smells, but it's quite a strong scent of fox piss. You might have a bit of a problem with the foxes. Was my educated guess. But.
We have had some livestock go missing recently, and we have been wondering if it has been the foxes. We've been wondering if the foxes have been going after the livestock.
They may look small, but they're very cunning. You'd be
Yes.
surprised what they
They're
can
vicious.
get
They're
10 of them
vicious.
together, and they'll probably take over your town. You know, it's
Foxes, really?
yes.
Right.
Didn't
Pack.
know they were that.
They work as a pack.
They,
They'll single you out. They'll take your hold.
They're also very
Town
attuned
guard.
to the electromagnetic spectrum of the Earth, and they can do quite. We saw some galloping on the way over here. That was probably them doing their dive. That's how they spot. They can actually sense prey through electromagnetism.
They were very fleet foxes, you know.
They were very fleet. But no, that's okay. I'm probably just scaring you for no reason. I'm sure we've got other things to take care of over here. But let me know if you see the problem with the foxes and.
Gotcha. Okay, right. Maybe we'll have to have a talk. I don't know.
Well, you know where we'll be. We'll be in the inn with just the 2 paid rooms. So.
Oh, yeah, of course, just the 2.
I know you planned a cave crawling experience, but we're actually going to go hunting foxes now.
Exterminated.
I have regrets. Let me note that down.
Yeah.
Foxes. Gotcha.
Don't leave the start them in a town.
Never
Put them in the entrance to
mess-
the zoo.
Never mention foxes again. Well, yeah, look, you guys can go and get situated in your rooms. I guess you can come and find me later and I'll tell you more about the job and yeah, we'll be all good.
Hey, you know, there's like anyone in town like selling like healing potions or anything like that, you know?
There's old lady Marnie. She might be able to.
Is she at the one with the cabbage wagon?
No, she doesn't own a cabbage wagon.
Oh.
She's...
I know, I just saw an old woman. I thought it must be
I mean,
the one you're
Must be
talking
cabbage
about.
wagon.
If he considers her an old woman, she must be pretty old.
She is old, yes. Very lovely, though. So lovely. Treats everyone like her son.
How old is Taro? Or how old does Taro look?
Taro's kind of like later 50s.
Okay.
But,
okay.
but
Just
because
spring chicken.
but because he's, you know,
Is it
there's a lot of outside work. He's definitely got
weathered
weather.
late
He's got a
50s.
weather.
Okay, so a bit of a leathery.
Like,
Yeah.
leather.
But the body's tight.
You said you wanted some new boots?
Moderately. What a new boots.
He looks like what's his name?
He's got like a big honking mustache.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it doing it for Grit O'Connell?
Oh yeah. The outdoors sort of lean muscle, yeah.
So it looks like Iggy Pop then.
Hang on, I'm just gonna quickly Google.
He's
Iggy
like
Pop.
wiry and very leathery.
Looks like a burlap sack now.
Yeah, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Oh, good lord. Sure, let's go with that. I regret googling that, man.
Not doing it.
Oh boy. Okay.
Alright, if that's what we've decided to decide, it's not doing it for grit.
But yeah, I'll be in the tavern this evening. And we can talk more then. I've got a couple of other things to do, and you guys can get situated in your 2 rooms.
Sounds good, man. I go to give you another handshake. See you later.
Lovely to meet you, Grit O'Connell, and
You too. Don't remember your name.
Nico.
and Aoli.
Ailey.
Ailey.
That's slightly racist, but that's fine.
Yeah, I'm Flash Yarn.
Flash Yarn.
Flash Yarn.
I'm not going to be able to pronounce that. I'm very sorry.
We used to just call him Flash for short.
Flash, lovely. I'll see you all later. And he just kind of walks off, shaking his head just a little bit.
Right. Who's drawn
Looking
straws?
intently for foxes.
Who's drawn straws to sleep with Ailey?
What is the makeup of the group
Yeah.
in terms of gender?
Male?
Man?
Male?
Female.
Male. But also a cat. Does that
But
affect
also
it?
a cat. I mean, it's not like you can't have multiple beds to a room.
Yeah. What are the ages of everybody?
A gentleman never tells.
Gentlemen never tells.
And I think I'm maybe like early to mid 20s. I'm quite young, but
Yeah.
I look older than I am.
Yeah, I think I set Nico at 19.
How old is a elder teen would have?
Outer teen.
Oh, so it's just
An outer teen.
A bunch of teens and
60.
an older lady.
Elves are like, they look the same from the age of like 24 to, 380.
Yeah, they don't age.
And then after that, they just become like
They get to like
wise
mature. Yeah.
Just one day, they're just hunchbacked
Yeah.
with a stick.
so it's just Ailey with a
Maybe
bunch
you'll
of
go. Maybe you'll go like 22.
Teens.
20. I'll say 22. So like bit of life
So, yep.
experience.
You're not quite sure what how old exactly Ailey is, but you're
How old
guessing
do
it's
you
less, at least 100.
And so you've got Ailey, who's at least 100, and then
Yeah.
all of
Teens.
us, who's like 19 to 22.
Yeah.
Does Ailey look 100?
Ailey looks probably like late 30s.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sweet.
It's because for dwarves, like
100 is...
They
100
age
is
slow.
like,
It's like,
Like the
congrats,
mountains.
you're just allowed to go out and do stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You can
a
drink
child,
alcohol.
You're a
Yeah.
teen.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're a bit like
I
hobbits.
just got
no,
my
dwarves
driver's
can drink
license.
alcohol from like 8.
Yeah.
They're
That's all
born
they drink.
Yeah.
with a tankard in their
They don't
hand.
drink.
You know,
Yeah.
I'm just setting a touchstone for the audience.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Of course.
Actually, I should probably say that Flash Young kind of like looks male. Well, like is obviously male and kind of has like that male voice, but a bit like can't quite tell.
But not
looking at
fluid.
them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
a bit,
very fluid.
Gender fluid, yeah.
Yeah.
Nice, love that.
Yep.
Can we describe our characters so we know what
Yeah.
they all look
Yeah,
like?
please. No, that's good.
I don't know. what
Here
it's
we
like.
go. Leave Shane to laugh.
Yeah.
What I would do is just Google flamboyant gender fluid elves until you find one that sticks. You're like, yeah, I'm
That's
describing
just-
this picture.
Just the first
Every
elf
elf.
you come up.
That's a
Nadia,
good thing
do you want
about
to go?
elves.
Do you want to go?
Okay.
No, I'm kidding. You don't have to
I
go
can,
first
I've
if you
got
don't
it
want to.
written down.
Okay,
Thanks
there
to
you go.
ChatGPT and my...
Yes. By the way, we recommend ChatGPT for all of the small characters you don't really want to write a detailed backstory.
Yeah, or a description of
This
it.
is
It
not
gives you
a
good stuff.
sponsored message.
It's
No
not,
way.
but we are open to sponsors.
Yeah, ChatGPT, hit us up.
Okay, so Grit O'Connor.
Grit
You're
O'Connor.
looking at him, starting from the top of his head. So his hair is styled in a slightly messy, tousled manner, giving him a casual yet rugged look. The dark brown locks fall around his forehead and slightly brush against his ears, adding to his adventurous and carefree demeanour. ChatGPT does this thing where it's like, adds lots of adjectives for no reason. His eyes are a piercing blue, reflecting a combination of determination, mischief, just a hint of vulnerability. They possess a spark of excitement and curiosity, and a somewhat jaded look if you peer in too long. He has a square jawline exuding confidence, complemented by, a slight, shadow of facial hair.
5 o'clock
Yeah, 5 o'clock
shadow.
shadow. Yeah.
That adds to his rugged appearance. His expressive eyebrows, often furrowing in moments of intensity or determination, accentuate his charismatic and expressive nature.
Are they caterpillary?
Sure.
Groucho Marx.
He's ruggedly handsome and athletic. His well-built, rock-hard physique is hinted at beneath a loose-fitting white linen or cotton shirt, paired with rugged tan cargo pants, suspenders, and sturdy leather boots. Grit also adorns himself with various belts and straps, which serve as functional accessories for carrying his equipment and weapons, and hint at some of his other preferences. While his appearance may give off an air of casualness, there's an undeniable intensity in his gaze, hinting at the depths of experience and resilience that lie within him. He has a movie star smile a la Brendan Fraser and a body that won't quit. Swoon, babies. He's a smoke show. There's no
Nice.
doubt about that.
Did you just
Nice.
ask ChatGPT to describe Rick O'Connell from the Mummy
Yes,
movies?
I did.
Yep.
Yes, I did.
With the
And then
specific prompt that he looks like Brendan Fraser.
Yeah.
So that was the
And then I added like a little bit of my own preferences in there.
Nice.
He's hot. He's basically just Brendan Fraser from the movie.
Reasonable.
Yeah.
All right. I did not get ChatGPT to write a character description because they haven't paid me any money.
Your camera's over here, by the way. That one only points at me.
Yep. That was, yeah. So, gender, male, eyes, amber, size, medium, height, 6'4".
That's a tall
That's a
cat
big
boy.
tabaxi.
Yeah, I was told they're
Like live.
they're like
Okay, yeah, fair. Yeah.
like a little bit longer than humans.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Yeah.
So skin, yellow fur with black spots, and you know, lean tall boy.
Like the cat ears that
Yes.
Michaela is wearing.
And he's got, you know, even though he's quite long, he's got, you know, timid demeanor, and you know, big glasses. Can we put images on the thing after editing?
That's a good question. I don't know.
Can we drop images in that as a...
Yeah, probably could.
Cool.
Okay.
We could if
Cool.
we really wanted.
I stole an image online and then drew glasses on it.
Nice.
The classic.
Yeah.
Do you want to drop it in the messenger and then see if we can pop it up?
We'll deal with that.
Yeah. I only have Connor's messenger.
That's fine. We can sort that.
But yeah, like an ocelot if it turned into a human and then wore glasses.
Nice.
Oh, okay.
Fair enough.
Oh,
Quickly,
okay, this will get
as everyone
into my
quickly, furiously Googles an ocelot.
Ocelot, yeah.
Oh, that's a really cute
Oh,
cat.
that's what Babu was, an ocelot.
That's it. It's
Oh,
Babu
yeah,
the
Babu the
ocelot.
ocelot.
Not a lynx.
Not a
Yeah.
lynx. Babu was an ocelot.
Yeah, yeah.
Babu from Archer, we were just talking about that before. Yeah. Well, so with Ailey, she possesses a commanding presence despite her relatively modest height of 4 feet. Her dwarven physique is compact and toned. Her face bears the marks of wisdom and experience, the lines etched upon her features telling tales of countless expeditions and discoveries. Her smile exudes a sense of kindness and understanding. Her hazel eyes, deep and alluring, seem to hold a wellspring of knowledge and empathy. They flicker with a keen intellect and genuine curiosity. Her long, vibrant red hair, interwoven with streaks of distinguished grey, partially tied up in a practical bun with a few loose tendrils that frame her face, cascading down her back in waves. Her custom-crafted scale mail fits her perfectly. The muted turquoise and grey tones of her armour blend harmoniously over a red tunic, intricate interwoven patterns of fine brass trim along the edges and joints of the armour, adding a touch of elegance and sophistication to the otherwise practical design. Adorning the chest piece of her armour is a copper relief, brandishing a symbol, a meticulously carved steel, and by steel I mean like the construct.
Steely. Stele.
Yep. Stele, with an eye engraved at the base of the pillar. Illuminati. On closer inspection, there are dwarven runes etched beneath it, which reads, for those of you who read Dwarven. Does anyone read Dwarven?
I know Dwarven, yeah.
Azelik, Boragund, Gonzastra, Alu, Gathon, which in common means you, understand, means preserve the past, enrich the present, inspire the future.
Oh, I can
very
speak Dwarvish.
Illuminati.
Ah, cool. Nice. You also understand that. Artificer tools are securely fastened to her belt. Just the required sets of belts.
Yeah.
Not
the extra.
the extra belts.
Not the fetish vest over here.
I'm going very almost leather down.
There's a pair of fuzzy handcuffs on your belt.
It's Final Fantasy character who's got 20 belts
just
running on
have
each
the
sleeve.
legs.
Oh no, Rob Leifman.
I've got no idea who that is.
He draws horribly proportioned comics for Marvel, and all of them have belts and pouches.
Yep,
Nice.
100%.
Yeah.
Well, this is just the required amounts of belts and pouches.
Yeah. I've got
on
Liefeld, that's his name.
Oh, right, gotcha.
Artificer tools are securely fastened to her belt, demonstrating her dedication and readiness for any situation. Each tool is meticulously arranged and easily accessible. Pouches and pockets hold an array of specialized equipment, enabling her to tinker, repair, and create as needed. A war pick is stowed at her back. To complete her ensemble, she wears sturdy leather boots dyed in earthy tones below blue loose breeches. Her soft warmth and the air of experience that surrounds her create a calm and confident presence.
I gotta say, I do love myself a good war pick.
Yep. Yeah. War picks are great. Yeah.
They're so cool.
Sorry, am I able to circle back? I just realised I didn't actually describe anything about the character's clothing and appearance.
Right. Yeah.
That's fine. Yep.
It's just the body.
Just Ocelot cat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Ocelot cat.
Naked.
Yeah, completely different.
No,
Furist clothing.
Yeah, there's a small pixelated part.
Clothing?
yeah. It's just a long black
yeah.
bar.
Yeah. Depending on the country you're in,
Let's
it's
toad.
pixelated or not. Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
There
Nico
you
is like a loose, linen top, unremarkable, some kind of leathery cloth pants.
Yeah,
Very,
Yeah.
you know, blend in, muted colours, doesn't really stand out. And the only thing that,
stand out,
yeah, well, he's just not into
standing out.
wearing nice fancy clothes. If you're crawling around in caves all day, you just wear what you need.
Makes sense.
And so he's got a belt with a dagger and a little hammer axe.
Ham
Ha-
axe?
hand
Hammocks.
It's an axe made of ham.
Hand axe. It's a hand axe.
He just occasionally takes a bite out of the axe.
Yeah.
He's hungry.
And then a long bow, probably as long as a child, strapped to his back.
A longbow and a child strapped to his back.
Yeah.
Yes. No.
For when he gets hungry.
That's
Yeah.
ammunition. Loads of longbow.
You know, casual commoner type clothes.
Okay. And our last person, I'm going to write down your names as well.
All right. So the first thing that kind of strikes you when you look at Flashyan is his shock white hair, which has styled. It's short on the sides, but then with like kind of spiky at the back with a fringe that comes over one side and 3 long plaits that come out from the back and hang down over his shoulders beneath his quite large leather-coloured piece that's coming off his quite dark clothing, but with ornate kind of details etched into the leather. On one hip is pan flutes. On the other is a rapier. And on Flashyan's back, what you originally think is a shield, actually a war gong.
Okay. I approve with the war gone.
Something we didn't talk about earlier, but could I possibly have straps on the back of the war gong so I can hold it like a shield?
I like it, yes.
Yeah.
We like this.
Cool. Okay. So yeah,
That's a
Yeah.
it's pretty much fuck all defensively because it's
totally
a gong.
fine.
But
Yeah.
when it gets hit, it
I like
sounds
it.
really cool.
Could you get a gong soundbite just every time we're in combat and he gets hit?
hang on.
Dong.
This is 29 minutes of gong.
That's under, that's under the AC.
This is a song called War Gong, I think. So we can't play that one because it's probably copyrighted.
Yeah, let me look for it.
Okay.
I'll
We
send
got
you the
this.
link.
We got this. Okay.
I do have an image of that I will also be up with this. It's a very, very smooth, kind of androgynous looking.
There you go.
Yep, that's the sound of the shield being hit.
I would love if you kept that one handy just in case.
I'll send it to you.
Lovely, thank you.
Yeah, a bit of like smoky eyes going on as well. But eyeliner.
Smoky eyes. Huh?
Yeah, very, very clean shaven as opposed to myself.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. What? This is not. What?
Oh right, it's not. Yeah, sorry.
A little
I was about to say this isn't a war gong.
Do we have to bleep out that section?
No, we say
Now we
that.
swear on the
Yeah, we say.
we see. A little bit of like kind of light kind of purple, kind of like rouge on his lips. So.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a gong sound effect. Right.
You rock.
Lovely. All right.
Yeah, and his shirt's kind of open, kind of mid-chest.
How deep is the V?
How deep is the V? It's kind of down.
Dang.
Whoa.
It's quite a big V.
Yeah, so it's
you know.
like
Grits only hints.
Yeah. So like you can see like the side of the pecs.
Yeah.
Defined pecs.
Yeah, defined pecs and kind of
Hinting at a belly button.
Yeah. Like there's a top of a
Hinting
few
at a
ads
V.
showing, and the.
Arguably, the most important question is:
He's hot.
is there a tan mark?
Oh, he's a wood elf.
Triangle.
Is there just a triangular tan mark, or is he?
I feel like Fashion and Grit will probably tan together like on holidays
Definitely,
and like days off.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's fair.
You gotta
So he's
keep
probably just
the glow.
they've just been on holiday, so he's
Yeah.
just normally tanned.
Yeah, he wouldn't
Okay.
have tan lines.
Gotcha. Okay.
We go to like nude beaches and stuff to get that.
Yeah, imagine the two
Full
of you
body
pair
glow.
up because like you're counterposing polar opposite hotness of
we're so-
completely effeminate
And so
like
masculine.
the man's man masculine. Like Grip probably has the world's hairiest chest, I imagine. No shame.
No, he
No,
waxes.
completely
She waxes.
hairless.
Probably
He
used
does.
to, but then
He
once,
used to, yeah.
but once you met Flash, you were
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
actually, I think you
gotta
might be
get
onto
rid of
something,
this.
Flash.
He does regular like salon treatments.
So
and
imagine,
stuff.
imagine the two of you.
Flash helps him.
Yeah,
Imagine the two of you just go out and pull like all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're always out with
So
them.
those two are off at the beach tanning, and we're like reading books.
Correct. Yeah. So you're all about diving into caves.
Caves and dead things and old scroll. If it's old and like no one's touched it except for skeletons, Nico's into it.
So
4-day-old fish.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Nico loves 4-day old fish.
Yeah.
So all these guys are out crushing puss.
And
And Dick.
We're-
Yep.
we're
We're covering off like expeditions and
Yep.
the latest
Looking at
dives and yep.
I think we've figured out the room situation.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
You're
That
doing all the
sounds about
planning.
right.
We're just out pulling.
So these two have to exclusively room together because if like
We could
we don't
keep you
want to
awake.
deal with whatever comes back
I'll bring it back, yeah.
from their own personal expeditions.
I'm always trying to get Ailey to join us.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Nico is now ace.
Yeah.
Good God. All right. So, you've just
Bring us back.
to where we were. Nico's just climbed out of the well after fetching the bucket that was dropped. You're all standing around the well still. Taro's just walked away. Flashion? Say that right? Yeah. Lovely. Flashion has
Flashion.
like kind of it's kind of like tied the horse's reins around a thing outside the inn where they can drink water out of the trough, and you're all just kind of standing around in the middle of town. What would you like to do? You've got a date set with Taro in the inn at like, I don't know, 6-ish.
How far was it? Like 5 hours? 4 hours?
Yeah, like 4 hours.
Quick question: can I please assess the condition of the rope to see that if we just retie it, is that going to be problematic, or do we need to replace the rope for it to actually be?
Yeah, roll me a check for that. What check would you like to roll for that?
I have proficiency in almost every tool known to man.
Gotcha.
So why don't we? So why don't we say it's like an intelligence check plus proficiency?
Yeah,
or something
that sounds good to me.
Yeah. Oh, it's almost a natural 20.
Nice.
18 plus 5, 23.
Nice. Yeah, you can see that the basically if you were to fix just the bottom of the rope, this rope is fine. Like the rope is a-okay. It must have just gotten caught on something and then it kind of frayed a bit. It must have done that like a while ago, and then the storm was just the last thing.
Yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah, okay. So what I'll do is I'll cut up to where I can see that the rope's been frayed, and then expertly tie using one of the 800 rope knots that I know to secure it, so that that is not going to happen again in the next storm. So
Yeah, awesome.
You know, if you can't tie knots, just tie lots.
yeah, there we go.
I know I've said this to you before, but it's amazing how well you know rope.
Yep. Well, it's I actually have. See, Grit's just being modest. Grit's actually shown me a number of knots that I was not aware of, and I was very specific in asking not to know how Grit found out about these knots.
Just thought I, could help increase your knowledge on knots.
It is surprising how load-bearing the knots
Yeah,
that Grit knows.
I mean,
it could support a very large human being, actually. Surprisingly enough.
I have my reservation to your knot skills, but the way you tie them around your chest makes it very efficient to hold them. Don't have to take up the space in the backpack.
Yep. Yeah. I have complete faith in Grit's knot tying skills.
Thanks, Amy.
Grit's,
Appreciate it.
Good God.
Anyway,
I'm
going to turn to the nearest villager and say, that bucket is not going anywhere.
Oh,
Hopefully it goes down to the bottom of the well and then back up again.
Oh, yeah, let's say that.
It clearly does. Yeah. There was enough rope left. It's fine. The villager is still just standing there. Did you need me?
No, just if you would be so kind as to if you just go to the inn and be very loud and very obvious about describing the people who just helped to fix the well.
Fucking hell, Ailey, not this again.
I can do that.
Could you do that right now, and we'll follow in like 5 minutes or so.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Cool. He goes in.
Yeah.
He goes. He kind of puts some wood to the side that he was carrying by a house, and then walks over to the inn.
I'm turn to everyone and say, now I imagine we're only going to need one additional room, because I imagine you and Flashon would probably prefer to bunk together.
Well, can I get a look around at the people in the town and get a vibe if this is a place where I'm going to want to put my life or not? Because judging by that dude, I'm not keen.
I'll be honest. You're probably there's like one cute farmer's daughter, but like there's like 3 kids following the farmer's daughter.
Let's not narrow down the genders. Yeah.
Excuse me, like
there is.
We are bisexual.
Okay. Yeah. There is a fair few beefy-looking farm boys walking around.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about twinks?
Probably not.
Probably.
No twins?
Probably not.
Oh, that could be a baker.
Sure.
I mean, bakers still have to be moderately strong.
Yeah, he's a master of his craft.
Nice.
Any guys working the looms?
The looms?
Yeah.
Sure. Let's go with yes. Go with yes. You hear the sound of a loom in the distance. I don't know what a loom sounds like.
How far can you hear a loom from?
This is a really loud loom.
It's like a giant one,
Yeah. Lots of wood. Lots of wood on wood.
This
locking
place is
hard into each other.
It's not only known for its livestock, it's also known for its shirt making.
Oh boy, we get to go to the town with the giant loom!
Yes.
It's a tourist attraction.
Yeah. What's the name of the town again?
Vanderstand?
Vanderstand, home of the giant loom.
That's the sign you see as you get to the town.
Welcome to
500
Vanderstand.
meters to the giant loom of Vanderstand.
The biggest concentration of twinks in the side of Alexandria.
Flash on. Are we going separate rooms tonight, or are we doing shared?
I don't mind.
I don't mind. It's a small town. I don't assume they have heaps of rooms in there.
Well, it just means that it's going to be a lot easier to negotiate for one additional room than for 2.
And it all depends. We might not even stay at the inn tonight.
That's true.
Yeah.
Sure, the farmers got some nice.
Well, that's a good point. I saw early in the afternoon. I'm assuming, like, if we set off to go to the tomb, do we want to do that closer to the morning, so we're exploring during the day? I mean, if we're underground, it doesn't really, time of day is a little bit irrelevant, or are we trying to go there this evening?
I was thinking we'd get a good rest first. You know, who knows how long we're going to be in a cave for.
We have just been traveling.
As much as I like them, not super cozy.
We just got into town. Sure, we gotta check out
Acclimatise.
inventory.
You got to get totally acclimatized to like the culture and the area, and the people, you know.
Get to
Yes, I know how
the
you,
local
other two of you
history.
prefer to acclimatise. Okay, so it means it sounds like we will be staying the night anyway, so we can get well rested for tomorrow then.
Besides, don't you want to go see your friends?
If they're awake and you know,
If they're alive.
if
They would be old.
yeah,
Really
I'm
old.
not holding out much hope. I was
Oh, we could go
Last
see
time
a
I was-
grave.
last time I came through here. I must have been about in my mid-20s. It was a long time ago. I would be very surprised.
That's
if they
about my
remembered
age.
me. Yeah.
I have to come back here again in 100 years.
You could.
Just for no reason. What are your passive perceptions?
3.
12.
14.
13.
12. 13?
What sense is this?
12.
Because if it's using gaydar. Or bidar. More specifically. Yeah, specifically bidar. Yeah.
Sorry, so 14, 12, 13?
Yeah.
12. Okay, lovely. Just for no reason. Okay, continue.
Interesting.
Just forgot to ask earlier.
Okay. So, plan is we'll get the situation with the inn sorted and then maybe do a bit of a walk about town, see if... Oh, they also mentioned
I do
the
wanna
old
get-
lady as well.
Yeah, I do want to go get some healing potions from
Old lady
old
Marley.
lady Manny. Yes. She sounds like a hoot.
Right.
Healing wouldn't go on this.
I think it's probably been about 5 minutes, so
plus
whoever
2.
it was that that went in and spread the good word, we can probably make our way in.
I'm going to be honest. Really, I'm not sure that person comprehended what you said.
Oh, I'm sure he was
Maybe
fine.
they'll have ales ready for us.
He might have
and
been
like-
honest with you.
A celebration.
Mhm.
Well, it's really important.
Yes, so joyful and optimistic. Let's go, I need a drink.
Okay, we will start making our way to the inn.
The inn it's a 2-story affair. It's quite a long building, not too kind of wide, but it is definitely quite long. There is a stables on the side, which you can probably have your horses taken into by some variety of stable hand once you go in. The roof for this building is thatch, not slate like the rest of the building. But there is no one on the roof fixing it currently. It seems to have weathered it quite well for some reason.
You say that like it's a suspicious
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe you're suspicious
I
of it.
want to check out the straw.
The is there like a name on the front of the building, or it's just like
It says
nondescript?
the Waystone Inn.
Oh, the Waystone.
Nice.
Way.
WHEY. I'm assuming it's AY.
Anyway, there's a nice little stone kind of motif just above the door and a set of steps that lead up to the front.
Okay.
The building is slightly raised.
This is quite fancy for a small town.
Can I do a history check on the stone?
Sure, go for it.
Wait, what stuff? Oh, wait.
Natural 1 for a 6.
It seems to be old-looking stone. Yeah. It's like some nice moss on it. Like, damn, that's a nice piece of rock.
No.
Oh, careful. Don't want to slip. We've got some moss over there.
Yeah.
And we've just had rain through, so.
Nice. So as you walk up, do you just open the door and go on in?
Yes. Yep.
Lovely. You walk on in, and there's a set of there's tables. There's 3 main tables with some benches on either side of the tables, leading up to the main bar of the inn. Off to the side, there's a set of stairs that go up to a landing, and across the landing, there are sets of doors that go off to rooms. And you can see off to the right, off of the common room. There's also another corridor that goes to a set of rooms off of in that direction as well, leading towards what you would presumably be the stables. It's a fairly kind of quiet atmosphere at the moment. You know, this is a town where people work, so there aren't a ton of people in there. They seem to be kind of farmers or merchanty sort of style people in there having a bit of a drink in the afternoon. But your friend that you told to come in is at the bar having an ale, chatting up to the innkeeper, who seems to be a kind of 6'2" person, with like shoulder-length blonde hair. It is a dude.
Yeah, you are allowed to say genders. They were just having a tease.
No, I just completely forgot to mention it.
I'm gonna just tap Flash on and say, I'm pretty sure the innkeeper's been buttered up by our friend over there. Do you think you can try and talk us into getting another room for free?
Oh, Flash, she doesn't mean literally.
I do mean literally.
Sure.
Undoes an additional button on there. Belly button's out.
Yeah.
Sweet. Yeah, hi, how we doing? Everyone's here from earlier. Alright.
Hello.
Hi, I'm Flashion. I'm like part of this band here. We come to help have a look at this crib that's been opened up.
Oh, that's you guys.
Yeah.
Right.
We just made a friend here earlier and just help fix your well.
Oh, yeah. Albert said that was you.
Yeah. Hey, look, I know that we've had like 2 rooms that have been paid for, and like one of our people kind of needs like their privacy, and like wondering if it's possible there might be another like small room we could attach or we could use.
Okay, let me have a think while you roll persuasion with advantage.
With advantage. Thank you, Albert.
Thank you. I will take that. And a 16.
16, nice. Yeah, I think I could do that. Do you know how long you'll be staying?
Well, I mean, we're definitely staying tonight, and then tomorrow morning we're going to set off and check out those caves, you know? So, like...
The rooms have been... Your current rooms have been paid for until you don't need them anymore, but I could probably give you a free room for a week or so.
That would be absolutely amazing,
If just tell me after that week you'll probably have to start paying, because we'll have more people coming through the season.
That sounds fine. Like I might even be able to like sing a song of our adventures in the crypt for you.
That would be lovely
for your patrons when we return from the crypt, because we'll definitely have. You know, I feel like we're going to have like a story to tell.
Yeah.
After this.
That sounds brilliant. Thank you.
Yeah.
Are you laughing at my voice? Thank you. That'd be awesome. Would you all like a drink?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. That'd be amazing.
Sure would.
We'd love a drink.
What would you all like? We have wine or ale.
I'll take a wine, thanks.
One wine coming up.
I'm just going to take a wide stab at the dark here, but I imagine the name of the brand is just wine or ale.
It's called Winery Ale.
Winery Ale. I'll take an ale. Thank you, dear.
You'll take an ale-y wine. Lovely.
Yeah, they're all. It's 2 taps. Then
it is 2 taps.
A wine.
One wine?
You wouldn't happen to have any milk or something, would you?
We sell our milk in the market.
Is the market inside this tavern?
No.
I guess I'll have an ale.
Lovely. Okay. I'll try and see if I can get a bottle of milk for you.
That would be wonderful.
Okay. Yes.
You know, I have seen in places they do this like it's like a milky ale. Wow, I would have thought like it has milk and it's got ale. It would be the perfect drink for like a cat person, you know. Like
you see the innkeeper kind of shudder a little bit as he's pulling your ale and pouring the wine.
That's such a stereotype. I don't drink milk because I'm a cat. I drink milk because it tastes better than alcohol.
Okay.
Don't need that silly piss water.
You know, there are actually some nomadic tribes that they use goat flavoured. They make their liquor from goat milk. It's actually a very It's quite a time-honoured tradition. But no, just mixing milk with ale is disgusting. Two very separate things.
It's a style, you know.
Yeah, I'll agree with that.
The innkeeper turns back around and hands you all your drinks. Would you like any food to go with that? We have our stew of the day and bar nuts.
What?
Oh, I like some butternuts. Yeah.
What's the stew of the day?
It's fish, creamed fish stew.
Are we buying ocean?
That's very.
So you can make cream fish stew, but you don't have milk.
That's where the milk's go.
Look, my wife doesn't like me touching the cooking supplies. I got in trouble last time.
It's a fish. Okay, so are we near lake or
I'm
river?
pretty sure we rode past a river on the way over here.
The
mountains.
There was a river.
Okay.
The mountains when there's a river that comes from the mountains. I imagine that goes out either to the sea or to a very large lake.
The fishmonger had too many fish. He was too good at catching them.
I have some fish stew.
Lovely. Thank you.
Great.
It is actually my favorite.
I wonder what it means to mong a fish. A fishmonger means he mongs his fish.
No, it's a person that sells fish.
Yeah.
He also catches them.
So he's a
What
fisherman.
does it mean to,
He's a
to
fisherman,
mong?
but he also sells.
Can I make an intelligence check for the term monger?
Sure. Let's go for that.
Can I ask what are bar nuts?
Natural one. Yeah.
Like are they like mountain oysters or?
They're nuts. Just a selection of nuts that I put on my bar.
Okay. Oh, wait, bar. I thought you said barn nuts.
Oh, barn nuts, right?
No, it was just like
no nuts.
I was a bit
barn.
confused there.
That's fair.
Yeah.
We get that sometimes. We have the accent.
Yeah,
we're a small town.
I can see that.
I'm going to lean across to you and say, be very careful. I think monger might be a racial slur. Yeah. This is their town traditions. Just don't use that term outside of here because you might offend someone. So.
What does he do to the fish?
I don't even want to know if it's something racist. I imagine. Maybe just really doesn't like fish. And that's why they catch them and slice them. But we should probably just use the term here to blend in.
I think I'll
but,
get the bar
but
nuts.
don't say it in front of civilized folk because
I might just get the bar nuts.
You want some bar nuts?
Yes.
Would you like some fish stew as well?
No, thank you.
Okay, I'll grab one bar nuts.
Fish?
One fish
Fish
stew,
stew?
of course. Sorry, I
I
forgot.
need my protein.
Oh, do the fish.
One other fish stew.
I'll also do a fish stew.
Another fish stew, lovely.
And I just leaned to it. When in Rome,
Where's Rome?
it's very far away. It's about earlier.
So he will make sure all of your drinks are topped off, and then he will go into the back, and you can hear some low chatter between him and a lady in the back while he gets your food and bar nuts.
Sweet.
While he's getting that, I'm just going to go and drop my backpack and my gong and stuff off in my room.
Your gong backpack.
Yeah,
I'll keep my pan flute and my rapier on me, but I can drop off it.
Fair. Yeah, he before he went back, we can say that he pointed you all to the 3 rooms. Would you like upstairs rooms or downstairs rooms?
I'm in upstairs.
Upstairs?
Oh, yeah, I guess I'm sharing with it.
Yeah. Upstairs rooms, and you guys probably want as far away from them as possible.
Yeah, I'm just going to take a random stab at the dark and assume that the only other free room that we got was a downstairs room that is directly beneath
It was.
the two
Yeah.
bedrooms.
It is now.
I'm assuming I'm in the room right next door to them.
Gotcha. Well, so there's the room that's right downstairs, and there's another one across the hall that's not right under them.
Okay,
Ah,
I thought
right,
we
okay.
would have had 2 rooms next to each other, and then we managed to score the last room, which happened to be downstairs.
No.
Okay.
How do
just one
dwarves
of
feel
them.
about stairs?
Well,
Dwarves have
we-
stairs.
yeah, we live under.
I know, but like just like
We-
human-sized stairs and dwarf-sized stairs, I assume would be like.
Oh yeah, but no, that's right. We've come to, live with that. That's fine. Yeah, we just need to put a bit more effort into it.
If we
I'm
do
quite
snake
light,
day with a dwarf.
I explored tombs quite a lot.
Oh yeah, I know. Like I've
Traversing a set of stairs.
I've seen you do it. It just struck me, and I was like, it's maybe I should just ask.
Well,
like,
it's a very
if,
fair
if
point.
it's an issue.
It's a very
like,
fair
it's
point.
like-
But I mean,
you know.
we're in the human world, so I mean, I can't really assume that people would cater it to us.
Oh no, of course not.
Yeah.
Of course not. I'm just
No,
like,
that's very
if you'd rather not,
very
do
lovely
it,
of you, dear.
if you'd rather not,
Just puts a hand on your shoulder and says, "Thank you." It's not you're the first person who's actually thought about that. That's very very nice of you. But I will be taking the downstairs, because as much as I can do it, if I don't have to,
Yeah,
that's that.
yeah.
It's just
Yeah,
okay.
So you're
I
taking
thought
the
that
room
might.
directly under our room.
Done.
It's already decided.
I have a gold coin in my pocket. Would you do me a favour?
Tails.
Okay.
Do you want odds or evens for tails?
Tails will be.
Is it
odds.
duck dice?
No,
Odds.
tails.
Yes.
That's
I'm
fine.
gonna go across the hallway.
That is actually fine because I have something for this. That's okay.
Interesting.
And I go away into my room,
Sounds on.
and then you just hear a lot of like, ting 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 ting. Yeah.
While she's away, the innkeeper comes back out with 3 bowls and a bowl of bar nuts. Can I hear some power tools?
No, you can't. I flash him a smile
Cool.
and a wink.
Okay. Well, here's the cream fish stew.
Oh, shit, that looks great.
It smells very, very good. Very, very good. There's a nice kind of parsley spread on top of it. Nice steam rising off of it. It seems cooked to
I
perfection.
assume there's like a whole head in each one.
No.
No.
It's perfectly normal looking fish stew.
Oh, is there rice on the side?
It's like a
Should I
fish
ask for rice on the
head.
side?
Yeah.
You can always ask for rice on the
Oh
side.
yeah, sorry. I should have asked. I'm sorry about this when we ordered. Like, could I get a little bit of rice on the side for this?
No rice for me. Cutting.
We don't
Yeah,
have
yeah.
we don't have any rice. I can offer
This is
you
pure
some
protein, baby.
pure protein. We can offer you some hard bread.
Yeah. Let's do that.
I got you. No worries.
Oh man, that stew does smell pretty good. But I can't help thinking about what they're doing to those poor fish.
They're cooking them beautifully.
We just cooked the fish in a stew. Nothing.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I'm
Racistly.
What even does that mean?
The innkeeper squints at you for a second. I'm gonna go get that bread. He walks off to go and get more bread for you.
Say compliments to your wife. It's great.
Yes, thank you. Cool. He's very confused about these out-of-towners. Ooh, that was fun. The
It's
wind
getting
wasn't.
windy outside.
Do you guys want to talk about anything else? Or
About
while you're
ourselves?
eating, or
Do we have any reconnaissance, any maps? Or I know it's an unexplored tomb, but do we have any information that we've been able to get from?
it's probably something you can.
I can
You probably don't have any maps yourself, but you could ask Taro about maps.
I mean, they did say the tomb had just opened up, so I'm not sure how much documentation there would be.
That's it.
Yeah, but like,
a
you know,
flex
what-
bag somewhere. or
If it wasn't
something
wasn't dangerous, then why would
Boom
they
in there
call
or
us in?
something,
And how would they
run
know it's
some music.
dangerous if they hadn't gone in?
Because the people don't come back out.
Yeah, it should be
Yeah,
blue boom.
someone might have escaped.
I'm really full, that's why I'm sitting like this now.
Those Satsumas.
Them Satsumas,
Satsumas, I've got 3 more. I wonder if there's any like local stories or whatever about the hills, caves. Might shed some light.
Yes. Rumours,
Might shed some light.
Rumours of treasure. I don't know. History.
Just one, you have been promised great riches for doing this as well.
I'm just in it for the cave.
Right,
From
okay.
it.
From the government that hired you to go out and do this.
Right.
Should we take a pause? We can pause.
Good if you want.
Yeah.
Alright,
Sure.
just right.
Pause.
It's 1 o'clock and we haven't made it into the cave.
I'll be honest. we're back. We're back.
Yeah.
And by this time, everyone is sitting at the bar, kind of, because that was a good stew, and it was very filling. By this time, you've kind of all been sitting around at the bar for a few hours, and it's closing on 6. The place has slowly gotten more rowdy, as it's the only real inn in town, and people have slowly started filtering in. It's getting a little bit more rowdy, but it's not too ridiculous. It's still a weekday after all.
I did want to go and try and find some healing potions before we.
Oh yes. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So as it
I might
starts
tag along with you.
as it starts filling in, do you guys want to go with?
Yeah, I just wander town.
As everyone starts filing in, you will file out. Did you want to ask anyone any directions or anything, or are you good to just kind of?
Yeah, I'll ask for directions to
attempt.
old lady Marnie's.
Yeah.
You go down the street and then take 2 rights and then 1 straight for a little bit, and then you go left. And her house is distinctive.
How distinctive do you mean, like?
Oh, it's got like a big swirly thatch thing on top.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that should be easy to find.
Yeah, you'll find
that'll
it.
be all right.
You'll find it. Yeah.
Sure, thank you.
She's really lovely.
All right.
Lovely to meet you, out-of-towners.
Yeah, thanks. We'll be back soon. We'll come,
Cool.
might come play some music or something like.
Nice.
Have you got a bar in town?
There's the inn.
Okay.
We just came out of the inn.
Yeah, you just walked out of it.
That was the bar.
No, I said bard.
Oh, Bard, right.
Oh, do you have band?
We have. I mean, people own instruments, and sometimes they play, and they're good. We don't have anyone official. Yeah, if you can play, that'd be cool. Yeah, thank you. And he walks on into the bar with his mates.
Get some bad music lined up.
Easy pickings, for sure. For sure.
Sweet.
So
Which is too
a
chewy.
straight, 2 rights, a straight and a left.
2 rights and then a straight, I believe.
Grit's just confidently.
You guys take the
walking.
first left. No, you go down the main street, and there seems to be, a couple. It's still fairly light out, but there are still more people at home than there was previously. You kind of hear more noise closer to the town now as people have come away or come into town for the evening. And you start walking down the streets, and the place seems relatively clear. There's still some definite detritus from the old storm, like a bunch of leaves and stuff around and pine needles, but it does seem like the place is relatively in good nick. So as you're kind of walking down the street, you start to see the fairly telltale curve, like thatch thing on top. It's kind of like an hourglass-shaped thatch bit, as her house is circular. So,
Grit whistles like an appreciation of the architecture. Yeah, I can't whistle, so he did that.
it's an impressive looking piece of thatch work. You'd assume, your
Never seen
limited
anything like it.
thatching knowledge.
Never seen anything like it. It's a marvel.
It's very good thatching.
There's a sign outside with like a kind of herb thing on it. It says Old Lady Marnie's.
Go to the front door and... Yep.
Come on in, dearie.
Oh, she's very inviting. Make her way in.
Yeah.
Oh, dearie, so lovely to meet you all. It's a somewhat hunched old lady with white hair and a cane. There's various things all over the place. You can't really tell exactly what she sells just based on the shop, just because there is stuff all over. She quite clearly just kind of hoards whatever she can to sell.
Hello, dear. A lovely place, by the way.
Thank you.
The thatching on the roof is beautiful.
It's distinctive, isn't
It's
it?
very
It helps
distinctive.
out-of-towners find the place.
It's very smart. Very smart. We were just wondering, we're looking for, maybe some goods we can procure. In particular, things like potions. I'm not sure if that's something that you have available.
I should have some. Look over by the second city on the right. There should be a kind of cabinet behind there, and there'll be some potions in there.
Sure. Okay. I'll look for said cabinet.
Okay, you find that cabinet quite easily. It's a kind of squat cabinet with just 2 doors that you can open.
How many potions are in there?
We're gonna see. There are 3 red-looking potions and 1 other one.
One other one.
I want to look at the
Not a
other
specified
one.
colour.
The other one is kind of a cloudy-ish thing with like little white bits floating in it.
Do the red potions all look exactly the same?
They do look exactly the same.
Could I please use two identifiers?
Okay.
One on the cloudy and one on one of the red potions.
Okay. The red potion is the red potion that you identify is a potion of healing.
Okay.
The other one is a potion of spider climb.
Okay. I found there's 4 potions here.
Oh,
is that
yeah,
right?
sure.
Here?
Yeah.
So are you selling these potions by chance?
Yeah, sure. I can sell those to you.
How much do they go for? Don't mind me asking.
She kind of taps her head.
How much would you like to buy them for?
Do I know how much the potions normally go for?
It's probably not your best potion of healing ever.
Mm-hmm.
I personally don't know how much a potion of healing costs, and I probably should know that.
Would I know the average RP of like a...
You'd know that, if you were in a major city, a proper potion of healing would go for 20 gold.
Okay.
Here, you could probably buy them for 10 and be fairly happy.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be okay.
Okay. Maybe look, 12 gold I think would be quite a fair asking price.
No, surely not. I'll sell them to 10 for you.
Oh well,
I'll grab one of those for 10.
Yeah.
Like a healing potion. Yeah.
I mean, tell you what, give me 28 and I'll give you all 3.
Oh, that's
What a
very,
deal.
that's very nice of you. All right, I'll chip in 10 gold for that. If someone can
You can all afford this.
supplement the additional 8.
Yeah, I'll check it out.
Lovely.
And the other one, the not red one. Do you have that?
She
Please.
pays it.
Raise money out of money.
Yep. What about that potion?
How much for that one?
Can I have that, please, dearie?
Yes, of course.
Pops the cork. Replaces it.
22 gold.
I'm going to lean over to everyone and say, well out of earshot, say, that one is a potion of spider climbing. It lets you move up and down vertical surfaces. You can even walk across a completely horizontal ceiling if you wanted to.
That sounds really useful for a cave. I don't have 22 gold.
How much do you have?
10.
10.
I have none now.
You only chipped in 10. Did you only have 10 gold?
Yeah.
Goodness.
I think I gave it.
How much do you have left?
You guys can afford this.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I mean, if how much did you say? 22?
22 gold,
Well,
dearie.
I can put in 10, if you can put in 10, and can you put in 2?
Yeah,
Yeah, right.
it'll bring mine up to 10, I think.
That's my total currency
Oh,
to
yeah,
0.
here you go, dearies. Would you like anything else? Got all sorts in here.
Do you know what would be really lovely? And I put my hand on her hand and I say, we're about to go explore. There's a crypt that's just opened up in the mountains.
Yes,
That's why
yes.
we're here. Do you know any rumours, any old wives' tales or any legends of the area that might be useful?
Well, we have been having... Well, I mean, we've been having some livestock go missing recently. I heard that was the foxes, but I'm not sure.
It could have been the
Could be the foxes.
We've got an infestation right now.
Did the livestock start going missing before or after the opening in the cave?
Oh, after the cave. After the cave, yeah. So we also, I don't know, like we heard, there's obviously all of this kind of snake things around, there's the big thing down the road, the obelisk-y thing, but aside from that, there's nothing else. Like,
This obelisk, yeah. What is? Where did you say that was? That's on the way to the.
Oh, it's out of the east road of town, about I don't know, like 15k down the road.
You guys approach from the west,
Oh, okay.
and the cave is to the north of the town for
Did you
maybe
say
like half an hour.
15k down the road?
Yep.
It's a bit of a hike.
It is a bit of a hike, yeah.
So we need to go in a very different direction, 15 kilometers, and then make our way back
No,
to the north.
no,
Oh, it's on the way to
I
the
mean
cave.
the obelisk is 15k down the road,
Yep.
and the cave opened up 30 minutes north of town.
Okay.
Down the road is to the east.
Okay.
But aside from that, there's like all of the general kind of snake things in the area. But, nothing special about this one. We didn't even know it existed. We thought that was just a hunk of hill with a moderately shaped face.
Is there any tales or legends from the area about snake people specifically?
Oh, I mean,
Or is this a very new thing, having something that's...
No, it's fairly well known that there were snake people in the area.
Question.
Yes.
Am I able to look around the shop and see if there's any like old scrolls or something?
Yeah, you can definitely do that.
Cool, I'd like to do that, please.
Give me a deception roll, please.
Yep. I'll find that.
Can I have a look around and see if there's any perfume?
16.
You can definitely do that too. Okay, 16. You find one battered-looking tube with a strap on it.
Okay.
Would you like to look inside?
I would like to look inside.
You find two rolled-up pieces of parchment. One of them appears to be a scroll, and the other one appears to be a map of the general area.
Okay. I would like to look at them, but like, try and turn my back and look in a corner so she can't see me going through her merchandise.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'll come over in front of the lady and sort of block her view.
You
While we
realize
keep chatting.
that the scroll is probably magical. You can do magic, so you'd probably at least have a general idea. You'd assume this is some variety of healing scroll.
Oh, very nice. Oh,
I can,
by the way,
I can
and,
identify that if you'd like.
I'm
and,
just gonna slip it up my sleeve for now.
Stealing from an old lady. And the other one is, yes, it's an oldish map of the area, made around 30 years ago.
Who wants the potions of healing, by the way?
What one?
I'll take one.
Okay, so 1, 2.
So if you take one, I'll try and steal the scroll.
Okay, cool. So, yeah. So,
Yes, my neutral good
so the three of
character.
us will add a potion of healing each.
Sweet.
And the potion of
Spider climb. Is that
Do you want that?
I would love that.
I don't actually know if that's a proper potion.
It isn't, but
There is a potion of climbing I just saw.
Tell you what, it just gives you spider climb. It's an hour long, and you can just it's just the spell spider climb.
yeah, okay. So just add potion of climbing, and then change it to potion of spider climbing.
What's the difference between climbing and spider climbing?
One just lets you use climbing equipment really good.
And the other one is you can walk upwards.
Okay.
The other one, yeah.
It's just basic.
Turns you into
potion of healing,
Spider-Man. Yeah.
Basic
I see no
potion.
standard potion of healing.
Oddly, the potion
There is a potion of healing.
Potion of healing, and then the rest are coloured because I'm fancy.
the potion
Potion.
of climbing
Yeah,
sounds
I'm
like
on
it should
potion,
be
though.
the same as
Yeah,
Spider
type
Mine,
potion.
but
It
whatever.
should, sounds like it should be.
Yeah.
While
No, just type potion.
they trying to
Stealing
sneak,
and-
Yeah.
I'm
You're
like
about to manage inventory.
in the space so that
Potion.
the old lady can't see
Yep.
her, and I'm sort of like
Yes.
nodding along with the conversation.
Okay. Yep.
It's not under potion.
Everything's
It's under
fine.
gear.
Every time she looks at me, I like flash her a
under gear.
happy smile.
Yeah.
She's
dumb.
smiling back all the time. She's
That's
just an
real
old
dumb.
lady. She doesn't
Why is
expect
the
people to
potion
steal
not
from
under
her.
Of
So.
course not. Of course
I
not.
gave her all my money.
It's like a star. It's in like a status.
I gave you money, so I expect to just be able to take whatever I want in
You
return.
know,
Should be able to use this.
I'm gonna save them from whatever's happening in that cave. So that's fair.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yes, and that neutral good alignment. Yep.
Sorry, did you dearies want anything else?
Nope.
Okay.
No, I think you've been you've been more than helpful. Thank you, dear. And I grab a hand again and give it a
Thank you. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Would you like any shortbread?
Oh, I love shortbread. I'm meant to be on a cut, but
if you have shortbread on
lovely
you,
lady offers.
you can never say no to some shortbread.
Well, thank you.
Why, thank you. Do you guys actually want
Yeah.
something?
That's amazing.
So-
Did you make this?
I did actually make that, yeah.
I'm talking to the old
It's
lady.
lightly wrong.
I know you made it. The old lady made
Oh, yeah, I made that.
Exquisite. That's exquisite.
Wonderful shortbread.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you. Really appreciate you all coming by, and I hope you have a lovely evening. And thank you for dealing with that old tomb thing in the mountain.
The tomb.
We haven't done it yet, but once we get back, I'll definitely come and visit you.
Oh,
We
thank
have
you.
to come back for some of this delicious shortbread.
Oh, lovely. Yes. Of course. I'll pencil you in sometime. Just come and see me. I'm free most of the time.
We will.
Do you guys want to leave then?
Yeah.
You leave. It's only been 15 odd minutes. So it's probably like 5:30ish. You've got half an hour before you really need to be back at the inn. You could just take a quick wander around town if you really like, or just head straight on back.
As we leave, I say, she was so wonderful. I'm glad that we could go in there and give her actual money for her efforts. And
Hey, Flash.
Yeah.
Did you ever look at something for me?
It's great.
Yeah,
It
sure.
could be so.
it felt really good. She seems quite
Altruistic.
lonely, and it's just good that we could go there and not only provide that human interaction that she probably misses quite a lot, but actually,
Do some good.
do some good, give
Support
her
the
money,
local
support
economy.
her, because this is
Yeah.
probably her livelihood. That's probably the only way that she earns
Don't-
money.
As I'm agreeing, I'm looking at you a minute. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
She's just an old lady, small business.
I feel really
Yeah.
good. I feel really good about that. I
Yeah.
just feel like that's just filled my cup quite a lot, so that's great.
Happy for you.
Another perspective would be, she's an old lady by herself in a room full of so many things. And having that much stuff around you and that kind of clutter can be really bad for your mental health and your well-being. So on that
There
note,
was a lot
Flash,
of clutter. I mean, it was quite very well labelled and put out, and
It was.
It
Very well
was,
labelled.
yeah. I mean,
Very
she's
well.
actually
Yeah.
quite well
Yeah.
organised, and I think that organisation actually helps her mental health. I mean, imagine what would happen if she went back to somewhere and found something wasn't there.
Yeah.
It'd almost be like gaslighting her in a way. I think she might just,
yeah, that would be really horrible.
But it's,
Flash,
we didn't do that, so that's
Flash,
great. That was good.
can you tell me what this is exactly?
Sure.
Well,
Just reach across and touch the thing sticking out of your sleeve.
It appears to be a scroll of bless.
Oh boy.
oh, lovely.
I can't
I know
believe
what
someone
you
would
guys
just.
want.
I can't believe someone would just leave this lying around.
Wow.
I'm gonna add that to my inventory.
Blessed be thy scroll.
Blessed be thy scroll. So, did you guys want to stick around here?
Well, I think
Or
we've
kind of walk around or head back to the inn?
got an option. We can either try and check out this obelisk, which is a decent hike out of the way.
It takes you most of the day to get there.
Ah, right.
It's
Yeah,
already evening.
It's already at 6 p.m.
Are we going to meet
It's 5:30. You're meant to meet Taro
Tara?
at 6.
That's right. Okay.
Why don't we just take a leisurely stroll back to the inn, meet her, and then maybe check this obelisk out first thing?
Yeah, we can probably do that first thing in the morning, and then make our way to the dig site. So yeah. Sure.
Okay. So
as we're going along, I'm gonna very specifically be keeping an eye out for foxes and or signs of foxes. Yeah. I can make an edge check to determine what type of fox.
I would. You know what? Yeah. Give me a perception check.
A perception check?
That's pretty urban.
9.
Okay.
It's definitely a fox.
As you kind of turn back onto the main road, the wind shifts a second, and just for a split second, you can hear the sound of foxes mating. And the wind shifts again, and you can't hear it anymore.
Good.
Uncanny.
There's definitely foxes around here.
Do you think they might have something to do with the livestock going missing? Been alluding to?
Well, I mean, they're not known for taking down larger creatures. Now,
what if they were organised?
well, see, that's the thing. I wouldn't put it past them. It's just it's not not many cases of
I mean, Ailey,
packs of incredibly
we've dealt
well-trained
with
foxes
before.
taking them down, and the timing is awfully suspicious.
That's what I'm wondering. When did they appear? When did this infestation start? Before or after the opening of the cave?
Well, I mean, the livestock were disappearing after the cave. I imagine foxes have been here since time immemorial.
Oh, we don't know that.
So,
We're making a huge assumption.
We are making a quite a large assumption. Maybe the change in weather has, kick-started some kind of evolutionary process that.
With the foxes.
But yeah, if I was to put money on it, I'd say it's probably something from the crypts.
Most likely.
Yeah.
Most likely.
I won't rule it out though. Let's just. There are foxes fucking in that direction, but
Always foxes
so
fucking.
I doubt those are the ones that are causing the issues because they're a bit preoccupied right now. But let's just keep our eyes and ears peeled, okay? Yeah.
Alright.
I'm
You're
a
the
child. Too entertained. Lovely. Going back into the inn, it is clearly most people's days are over and they are just having a bit of a kind of quiet drink today. And you see Taro at a fairly out of the way table on your left, away from any kind of entrance or exit. And he appears to be slightly troubled, kind of nursing a mug of ale in front of him as you guys walk in.
He doesn't look too happy.
No.
Doing another round of drinks.
Do you guys want to go over or grab drinks first?
Go over with that drink.
Yep. Grab drinks, then go over and talk to Tara.
Okay. You grab drinks. He once again doesn't charge you. Probably will at some point. And then you go over and sit down in front of Taro. Hello.
Hi, Tara.
How was your afternoon in our fine town?
Really nice, actually.
Yeah.
Had a lovely fish.
You've got a beautiful town around here. That's
Yes, we do.
truly lovely.
Yeah, very, very lovely.
And everyone's been so kind and hospitable and generous.
That's good to hear. Yeah, that's good. That's very good.
You seem a bit distracted here. Are you okay? You look a bit sullen, a bit long in the face.
No, so we thought this wasn't a problem. We obviously came and talked to the government, and they said but I was told that today one of the local lads went missing, and he was dared by his friends to go into the crypt cavern thing. I don't know. And I'm just a bit worried because he hasn't come back yet. So, I'm not trying to hurry you at all. But,
Sure.
Look, he's just been missing, and his ma is just very worried. I didn't want to try and hurry you, but would you? I don't know. Maybe he might just come back overnight. So it's probably not important to go now, but you know.
I mean, if
our plan was to go first thing in the morning.
Yeah, I mean, if we were to leave now, by the time we got to the caverns, we'd probably need to take a bit of a rest anyway.
That's a good point. You have been traveling. Look, don't. I'll talk to his ma, but you know, don't go in there tonight. That wouldn't be safe for you, and you know.
But I tell you what, as the moment we rested up, we could even and I'll look at the two of you say, are we having an early night tonight to try and maybe wake up a bit later, or I don't know, have you you know?
We can't just leave this guy in a tomb overnight.
No, we can't.
No, honestly, like I'll talk to his ma. So long as you go out in the first thing in the morning, I think she'll be. You know, she's gonna worry, of course, but I think she'll be okay.
Yeah. Like fatigue, it definitely like affects you when you're fighting. You know, and it's like.
Yeah, it's not going to be safe if you know we ask you to go in there and you're all tired.
It's a horrible situation. I'd love to go storming in there right now, but just would.
It's not safe for anyone if you just go storming in. You know.
I just feel so bad. He'd be in there all night by himself.
Oh, hopefully he learns a lesson then maybe that, you know...
I'll put a hand over you.
Look, it's like when there's a bull rampaging in a field, you can't just go in on your own head fast and strong. You've got to wait for it to calm a little bit.
But if there's a bull rampaging towards a little boy...
By little boy, are we talking about a young man?
We're talking about a young man, but also our little boys know not to go in fields with bulls.
They should know not to go in.
Well, if we were to get some rest in now and then maybe set off, it would be in a bit earlier in the evening, but we could arrive there a little bit sooner than expected.
That sounds lovely. Thank you so much. I'll talk to the boy's mother, and I'm sure she'll be very happy with that.
That's
all right. Yeah. Set will leave earlier. What can you tell us about?
Okay, so he seems mollified a bit. You know, he seems a bit better now, and he kind of leans forward. So people have been seeing some odd lights, and it's clearly quite old because there's like a big kind of A-frame outside the front of it, and there's like some fairly defined stairs going up to it. So you know we've seen places like this open up beforehand, you know, around the area and other towns and such. But this one seems grander for some reason. I'm not really sure why. You know, like we can. No one's gone in except for Cooper the boy. But you know, we can see that there's a fairly long corridor, but it's not lit or anything. We haven't seen anything moving. We've just seen some odd lights around the front.
You know, a big ornate crypt probably means someone really important is buried there.
We were thinking that.
Be a lot of treasure.
Can I do a history check on the description and try and see if I can line this up with like known structures and what that kind of might imply?
Can I help?
Yeah, sure.
I've got a history.
Yeah, go for it.
I'll just...
Yeah.
That was a bit better. 13.
13? Okay. You know that it's typically the kind of A-frame entrance, at least in bigger hills and mountains, is very stereotypical for the kind of snakish civilization.
Okay,
and
cool.
Typically, the taller and steeper it is, the grander the person this is meant to be for.
Okay, all right.
Interesting,
yeah.
And he tells you that this is a very tall one. It's the tallest one in the area by far.
Okay.
We haven't, you know, I can't really give you the most information, but, you know, obviously you're welcome here, and obviously there's a bit of a time frame with the boy, but you know.
I'm going to put my hand, grab his hand from my hand and say,
God.
it's okay, dear. The information you've given is plenty. That is actually incredibly helpful. We're going to rest up. We're going to go out and we'll find what's happened to your young man and send him back home.
Cooper, thank you.
Quite alright.
Do you have any other questions while I'm here?
Do you have any, by chance, a library or something here?
I haven't.
With no libraries, no one who might have books, fairy tales about people pre
the snake
you.
people.
Even if it's, kids' stories.
I mean, not really any books per se, but we were told about an old, kind of like an old, spellcastery man a long time ago.
Can you tell us the story?
It was a fairy tale for children. I can't really remember it. I'm very sorry.
To rub his hand against it, we would love to hear this fairy tale if that's.
I'm sorry, I haven't heard it since I was a boy. I can't remember. I just remember that he just had a house here, and there was a giant that came, and it fell into the ground.
I'm gonna say that. I really think that you can remember this really well. Tap him on the back and give us some bardic inspiration.
He just kind of bends over and just like, I'm really sorry. I can't remember anything else of the story. It's been so long,
Would someone else sitting in here?
Would you know of anyone in town that would know?
The real question is, does Connor know the story?
I'm not leaving the inn tonight.
I couldn't say.
So it was a spellcaster man.
Spellcaster man.
Who had a house here?
On the hill, yes. And there was a giant that came and then it fell into the ground. Yeah.
Cool.
I'm really
very
sorry.
interesting story. No, it's fine.
Thank you.
It's just, nice to know about the culture of the town you're in. I say that without laughing. The area in this way.
On your day today, did you go to the area's largest loom?
No, we didn't get a chance yet, but
it's on my to-do list for sure.
When we come back from
it is very impressive.
Cooper.
We'll have a celebratory. Yes. Can we have a party at the largest loom when we come back?
It's a place of work. I don't think that would be safe and up to OSHA standards.
But if we the health and safety and planned it, you have a couple of days while we're away to plan it.
If I was able to cast health and safety at level 2, would that keep us safe and protected?
I'll think about it, I think.
Right.
I'm not sure.
That's not a no. So just
no one's had a party at the loom before.
Could be the first time.
Mm-hmm.
First time for anything.
It is a tourist attraction.
It
might not be a bad idea.
Yeah, totally. It's all about those event party, destination parties and stuff now. Everyone just goes somewhere spectacular and amazing, and you make that the feature.
Is that what the city folk do?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's really cool.
Yeah. I'll have a think about that.
You
guys are doing your thing.
You could have it start a yearly festival around the world's largest loom.
Whoa!
Bring a lot of tourism.
Largest.
You could make it. You could potentially have the party around create a very big, large giant, and at the end of the party, you make him fall into somewhere.
Not onto the loom.
No, of course not on the loom.
In reflection of the fairy tale
The fairy tale,
story.
right?
A fairy tale that I don't remember very well.
Oh, but you know the bit about the giant falling into the ground.
That's right. That's right.
Right.
I'm a bit confused. Is it the world's largest loom, or is it just a really big loom?
We can only assume it's the world's largest loom.
I mean, it's still impressive either way, don't get me wrong.
I haven't been to a city with a larger loom.
I think giants have pretty It must be pretty big. Giants.
Giants are quite big. That's in the name. They're giant.
And they need looms to make their clothes.
I don't think they use looms. I think they just rip stuff apart.
Can I make a history check to
Giants.
to see if they use like running stitch or something like that? Or...
Sure. Yeah, go for it.
Are they giant
That's a
weavers?
7. Yeah.
From what you know, they don't typically sew things very well.
Yeah.
They'll like hold an axe to someone's head and be like, "Sew me a bigger skirt."
Yeah.
Or steal a sail
or
off
I'll
a ship.
eat you. Yeah, all that.
Yeah. Wrap a sail around them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Toga sail.
Yeah, they're all Greek. Yeah.
That's what happens at those sailing parties there.
A giant comes in and takes the sail.
Do you have any other questions or party planning things before I go off and talk to Cooper's Ma?
I think that's fine. I think we're just.
I think we're we're good.
Just in case other random people have walked into the crypt.
Of course.
Cooper. Yeah, what's it look like?
He's a wee lad, he's like 22.
Right, so he's the same age as me.
Not really a wee lad.
I guess. Well, he's maybe like 20, I don't know.
Okay.
I don't really know that well.
I thought you meant like 12.
No, he's just a wee lad. So he's got shortish brown hair and like brown eyes. He typically has like his ma's locket on him.
What's the locket?
Oh, it's just like a locket. It's just
shape, round, silver.
Yeah.
Opens photo.
I think so.
Okay.
Well,
then we'll look for that on.
Yeah.
A living
Boxes.
or
living creature.
Preferably a living boy. Yes.
I mean, he's walked into a crypt, so.
I would assume he'd be kind of fine. I don't know. Yeah, he, maybe, he's got nice shoes. He's a Cooper.
His shoes. Cooper the
His
Cooper.
shoes. Okay.
Don't they normally name last names on things? So he's Cooper the Cooper?
He is Cooper the Cooper.
Cooper the Cooper.
No one has had a second name so far.
Yep. Cooper.
Cooper the Cooper.
Okay.
So, I don't know what he was wearing.
Sure.
Didn't tell me.
The locket's enough to go on.
Yeah,
I
thank
guess.
you.
He
And
was
I'm sure he'll be fine. We'll find the letter.
I
and bring
really,
it back.
hopefully he just like sprained his ankle in the forest or something.
Hopefully, there's no reason at all why the government hired us to look at that crypt. So
Well,
I say that, and then I wink at him and give him a smile.
he looks around a little bit confused.
I'm just joking with you.
Right, haha, yes. Haha, yes.
I give him a little punch on the shoulder.
Yes, thank you. Gotcha.
Just trying to lighten the mood.
Connell. Yeah.
Alright.
Cool. I'm gonna go. Yes. And he gets up. Would you guys mind paying for my ale? I forgot.
I suppose you can put it on Haley's.
Thank you, Great O'Connell. I'm gonna go. And he goes.
So put it on Haley's room.
So, how late and what are you guys gonna be doing for this evening? Are you gonna try and
I'm gonna
go
go
to sleep
straight
early?
to
So
bed.
if we go, so 3, 5, 5. If we then go to bed within the next hour,
Yeah.
we will be able to have all received the benefit of a long rest by 3 a.m.
Yeah.
So we
Sunrise
can
is
get
about
up.
5.
Yeah, we can get up and start setting out a bit earlier. So.
Yeah. Okay.
Alright.
So you guys want to get up at around sunrise?
Sure. Yeah. So is everyone sort of heading to bed?
Yeah.
Okay, can I just get down to the stables and like prepare the horses so that they're like ready to go when we go?
You roll me a perception check.
Perception.
What are the stable hands?
15.
You see a stable hand sleeping in the hay next to your horse.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna like noisily check the horses, make sure they're being fed, maybe start like getting bags act on them, blah, blah, blah.
Oh, why? Why would you do this?
What are you talking about?
You're so
You work well.
loud.
It's 6:30.
It's
Why
loud.
are you asleep? Are you hungover?
Yeah.
Sorry, mate.
What a place in life you'd need to be hungover at 6 p.m.
Yep.
AM.
That's commitment.
No, I'm doing
it's
this at
PM.
night before we go to
I'm
sleep.
sorry.
This
I
is morning.
thought this was morning. My bad.
No.
I'm doing it before, so when we get up,
Okay,
we can
right.
like
Gotcha.
scoot.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
My bad. And there's no stable hand.
Okay, it's alright. I just get the horses
Yeah.
ready.
Yeah, fair enough.
I have a tender moment with my own horse. Give him a little bit of sugar.
Couple of sugar cubes.
Stroke it.
You realise that your
Give him a
horse is
kiss.
getting a little chunky.
It's alright.
Gotcha.
Your body's perfect the way
Yeah.
it is. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. I can cut for both of us.
Yeah, you might not like it when it's a big equine condition.
I love my horse so much.
Fair enough.
What's your
fair
horse named Tyson?
I'm going to bed then, I guess.
enough. Okay.
If
Okay.
everyone else is going to sleep.
Does anyone else want to do anything before they go to bed?
I'd say that takes me half an hour.
Okay. Cool. You wake up at the crack of dawn, and only the innkeeper is awake. He is polishing his bar as you come downstairs or kind of walk out of your rooms. Good morning. Good morning. Are you all off to the crypt this morning?
We are.
Yeah.
Yes,
Do you
Yep.
sleep?
Why, yes, I had a lovely sleep, thank you. I dreamed of a butterfly-filled field.
Okay.
Lovely.
Thank you. Thank you. It was a lovely dream. Be sure you don't wake up my poor old stable hand when you go out to get your horses.
Oh, it depends on the horses, doesn't it?
Yeah, he was drinking too much yesterday.
Okay.
He might still be hungover tonight.
Bleh. Speaking is so hard sometimes.
He might still be hungover tonight if he went that hard.
What's his name?
His name is Sam.
Sam. I
Sam the
walk
stable
into the
hand.
stable hand
if
going,
you
wake
see-
the fuck up, stable hand.
If you see him
Wait a minute.
asleep, make sure you throw a bucket of water from the trough at him.
Okay.
Tell him I said it was fine.
Alright.
You do find Sam the stable hand asleep next to your horse.
Alright.
Yeah.
As we walk in, I'm just gonna slightly sling my back and knock my gong against the side wall of the bar.
Oh, why would you do this?
Oh, sorry, I tripped.
Hang on
And
a
then I get a
second.
bucket of water
Wait.
and sloosh it over.
Nice. Well done. Oh, what's wrong with you people?
Now he's got water all over him. Rise and shine,
You
Sam.
guys are the worst.
We're heading out.
Oh, good. Yeah, take your horses and leave.
We shall.
He kind of curls back up in the wet, stinking hay.
You need to turn your life around, kid.
No, never. I will not. So I assume you guys just kind of leave after that?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
So the ride through town is fairly uneventful. There aren't a ridiculous amount of people out, but you can, as you're kind of on the outskirts of town, you start hearing more hustle and bustle behind you as people start to leave to go and tend to fields and get ready for the day and the like.
Cool.
So as you're riding uphill, you can feel the sun start to rise behind you, and looking behind you, you see a fairly picturesque view of the town just below the sunset, with a backdrop of kind of woods heading down the hill away from it.
Just below the sunset.
Sunrise. Good catch. And then off to the...
You don't know how this universe works.
Exactly. There's multiple suns. Duh. And off to the right side from the way you're looking, you can see that there's out of the woods, a stream appears to merge into a bigger river, and there's a fairly large lake downhill of you. So as you're riding up, you're passing through a bit more forest, and it's quite dense. You hear more just wildlife waking up. The sound of foxes and deers and stuff running
Foxes
through.
fucking.
Not too many foxes fucking yet. It's early.
It's early.
And you hear the occasional moo of a cow in the distance. I don't know.
Wild.
Forest cows, right?
Wild cows.
Wild cows.
Yeah.
You're a thing.
Yeah. And then after about half an hour, you start to see a couple of switchbacks as the ground steepens up onto a bit of a plateau. And as you get up onto this slight plateau, you can see that there are definite stone steps in the ground that you'll have to avoid because you're using horses. And they very gradually wind their way up this slight incline up into a fairly defined steep stone like kind of A frame in the mountain ahead of you.
Can I do a check against the stone to try and identify how old this the stone is?
Yeah.
To get a carbon dating on this.
Yeah, Ailey's doing that thing. She checks stones again.
A little bit of a lick.
18.
Some
And a
crunch.
little nibble.
This is among the oldest stone you have seen.
Oh.
Yeah.
If I was to have
Above ground, like.
a rough estimate in terms of how long it's been around for.
3-ish thousand years.
Yeah. Whatever the structure is, it's been around for quite a while. It's at least 3,000 years old.
I whistle again. Thanks.
Yeah.
It's old. It's old.
That is quite old.
What do you think we're dealing with here, Ailey? Given your anthropological background.
Can I make a history check to see what I know that is 3,000 years old in this rough area?
Likewise.
Me too.
Yeah, go for it.
Yay.
Just in general. I think everyone making
21.
this roll would be good. 21.
Oh, that's so good. 12.
12.
18.
Okay. Yeah, probably just kind of like, yeah, I've heard of some tubes and stuff in the area. You guys have a bit better of an idea that there is, there was a large snake people civilization in the area, and this is odd. You know, this is the tallest one you've seen ever before or even heard of. The entrance doesn't seem particularly grand, oddly, but the height of the peak denotes that it should be someone very important.
Yeah. As we're talking, say, seeing how high this thing is. It's very.
Yeah. I've never heard of one so tall before.
It's very unusual. This is this should indicate a significant figure in history, but clearly this is not known history because I've not seen anyone who would warrant something like this.
Strangely plain. There's nothing denoting majesty or.
Yeah, I'm just going the information you gave me.
I'm not sure. It might mean that the age of the site that we're looking at, this may have been a figure that predated the more advanced metallurgy that we see that appears later. So someone of very significant historical significance, but predating the times when we've seen the much more ornate sort of fanfare that
very old and very important.
it is.
My kind of cave.
Whoever this is was, and I get a bit giddy and say, this is groundbreaking historical shit. This is big. This is big.
I love it when she gets excited.
Yeah.
He's so excited about those rocks that high. That's deep and so tall and high, and I know that big.
Yeah, Ailey is just on the spot doing.
Okay, so as you guys go up to the entrance of the tomb, you can see through the entrance there is a long corridor with 4 openings to the side rooms, 2 on either side. And there's a hallway ends at a large barred stone door. Sorry, a large door made of stone at the very end. You know, you've all explored tombs before, and you've seen kind of what you should be seeing. You've seen what they should look like. This seems shoddy, almost. This doesn't look like it should be this important. You know, there are kind of white roots coming from the ceiling, and there's like some gravel on the floor. It doesn't, you know, it's a tomb, obviously, but it doesn't look good. So you guys are, if you want to look at the map on the screen, you are basically just about where the 1 is.
Oh boy.
There are torch sconces in the wall, but they are obviously unlit.
I would like to...
what is the dark vision situation in the party?
Dark vision.
Pretty good.
No dark vision?
Dark vision 30 feet.
30 feet?
What else? So
30 feet dark vision.
30 feet?
60 feet.
60 feet.
Yeah.
I'm just
Okay.
a man.
Cool.
A man with a
Oh,
plan.
actually, no, I've got 60 feet as well.
60 feet,
Yeah.
nice.
Can't see
Oh,
in
let
the
me have a
dark.
look.
Okay.
Let me check.
You got 60
60
as well.
feet. Yeah, 60 feet.
feet.
3 of us with 60, 1 with none.
1 with none, 3 with 60. Okay, are you going to do anything so that your nun can see in the dark?
I have no magic.
No magic? Probably some variety of torches if you
Oh
want.
yeah, I'll light a torch. Is
All
it
those
alright?
light.
Or are we wanting to be...
Yeah, as
spooky?
you grab a torch, I'm just going to point, touch the tip of the torch, and rather than lighting it, I cast the light cantrip. Yeah.
Thanks, Elliot.
So it's bright
I
light.
pride myself in my ability to
Bright light for 20 feet,
Fire.
dim light for an additional 20 feet.
Cool, okay.
believe
So-
you did that to emasculate me.
So
Before we
looking
went
at
to this
the map, that's about the distance that you can see. The rest of you can see a bit further until about
Ooh.
there. There-ish.
Fancy.
So let me just change up our...
You can see outside the door there is a little bit of a campfire going and a bit of a bedroll. The campfire is like just embers at this point. Sorry, I don't know, fire
Charcoal?
terms. It's just charcoal at this point.
No
Is it?
warmth.
Yeah.
No,
is it
no
warm?
warmth. No.
So,
It's cold and dead.
It's cold. Yeah,
Oh.
cold, dead, old. You'd
not good.
assume that it was from someone maybe yesterday.
Okay.
Is this... Oh, so the
Possibly.
stone... We're about... Sorry, how far down is the stone door?
The stone door is all the way at the end there.
Okay.
What are you talking about?
Oh, you know. It looks like we've got some side tunnels. We could go straight down, but it looks like that fire's dead.
I think we should just look at the places closest.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, we've got to explore this thing and figure out what's going on, but there's also a guy missing.
Hopefully, if he was smart, he didn't go too far.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you guys being any stealthy wise, or are you kind of perceiving?
I'm bringing up the rear, most definitely.
Okay. The way we will probably try and do this is stealth wise. If you want to be
Stealthy.
If you want to be stealthy, then we will roll stealth.
Yep.
And the people that don't want to stealth will probably just assume that you've got an 8 rolled, or less if you've got less dexterity. If you want to say that you are looking around, you will be allowed to make perception checks. If you want to be stealthy, you will not be making perception checks for
I'm gonna-
general things.
3 on my stealth check.
3 in your stealth check.
Can I ask a question with my war gong?
Yep.
8.
Can I say my Wargong gives me like +1 AC, but I have disadvantage at stealth?
I like that. That's really fun.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Sweet.
10 on my stealth check.
Okay.
Okay. 5.
10, 8, 3, and 5. So that will probably be around a 6-ish.
Yep.
Nice.
Fluttering through.
Cool. Okay.
Cooper! Where are you?
Okay, so where are you guys going to go first? So there's these. You guys are obviously right here, and there's the set of rooms to your left and right, and the second set of rooms left and right.
Should we?
Can't see
I'll
them.
go to that first intersection and have a look left and right and see what we can see from.
Should we do a sweep
from the
2-2 to
2-2?
check? Yeah, 2-2. Yeah.
Yep.
To sweep the room.
Okay.
Sure.
So both, just from looking in from the corridor, these two small rooms seem to be identical in size and content. Well, similarly. They both seem to contain a wooden coffin, slightly smaller in size than a man lying down. However, in one of them, you can see, the people that can see in the dark can see that the coffin is cracked, and there is a man laying to the side of it. That is this one. In that one, it is just a wooden coffin on the floor.
Who's in that room and who's in that room?
I call dibs on the dead body.
Yeah, dead vision. I'll go that way as well.
Okay. So I'm moving this boy.
Yeah.
And
Kitty.
that boy. Okay.
Are you two coming with us, or are you going the other one?
Check
go
the
the
other
other
room. Yeah.
Splitting the party.
I know,
Nice.
straight away.
Nice.
Ruthless.
I do have coffins. somewhere.
Okay. Does anyone want to go first?
Investigate.
Yeah, can I have a good look at that body?
Okay. We'll do your room first then. So the body is fairly shriveled looking, and it's all kind of curled into a fetus sort of position, and it's like grasping at its throat, and it looks very shriveled. What's it wearing? It's wearing like kind of brown leather clothing with nice shoes.
Can I discern what species it is?
It's pretty shriveled, but it looks like it was just a humanoid.
Okay.
Is there any other distinguishing features on them?
Yeah, if you kind of look it around its neck, there's a silver locket.
No.
Shiny.
Shiny.
Not that I'm in that room. I have to look.
You can see on the ground beside him, there is a broken-looking kind of clay statue of what looks. You can see like there's an arm off to the side and stuff like that. If you can see that there's like a couple of gold on the ground. That's kind of about it. If you look inside the coffin itself, there's like some rags and a lot of dust.
And is there any lettering on the coffin mentioning what could be there?
Nothing.
Can I look at the locket?
You can look at the locket. Yeah. It looks fairly nice. If you crack it open, you can see a fairly nice artist's rendition of a lady and a man kind of hugging together with like a little sun in front of them. And
does the sun have dark hair and?
It's not a colored drawing. Yeah.
Does the sun look like the description of Cooper we were given?
He could be. It's a fairly young son in this drawing, not the wee lad that he grew up to be.
Yeah.
That wee lad.
It could be Cooper, but you're a cat person, all humans are.
They all look
the
pretty
same.
much the same.
Yeah.
I'll take the locket and just put it in my pocket.
Okay. Put the locket in your pocket. Gotcha.
Sweet. Gotcha. I'm gonna have a look at that statue.
Yep.
Broken one.
So
Is it like a little small?
It's, it looks like it was maybe about a foot big, just a little bit less than a foot big. But the pieces are just too scattered. It looks like it was made out of a kind of brittle clay material.
Okay. Is there any can I find any face?
You can't really find a face. There was a blob that looks like it could maybe have been a face, but it just looks weathered and old.
Okay. Is there anything else around, like the walls in here? Do they look like have they just been chiseled out of the rock, or are they
So it looks like there's some kind of. It looks like some were bricks, but then some of it is just normal cave. You can see a little bit of water leaking in from one side and then just dribbling in under some parts in the floor. But it looks old and shoddy, and it just smells super damp and musty in here.
Okay.
Must.
Cave must.
We can move over to the other two.
Yep.
You are also in a room with a closed wooden coffin.
Yes.
Would you like to do anything with that?
I'm gonna reach out my war pick, and then just very gingerly approach and just tap the coffin.
It's just kind of a small creaking sound and nothing else. This it doesn't smell as musty because there's no water coming in through the side, but it's still white roots coming in through the ceiling. It still seems oddly shoddy.
Have you any artifacts or?
You can't see anything in this room.
Nothing at all. Just a.
It's
wooden
just
coffin.
a plain wooden coffin on the floor.
On the
Yep.
floor. Does it strike you as odd?
Not particularly. This could be potentially, depending on the culture, some civilizations would have, servants buried with people of quite high renowned. So it's possible this is what that was.
Would the servant get its own room? Or would there be multiple?
No, normally there'd be quite a lot of people in one place. So this is a bit.
It's been a bunch of them.
Yeah, it's a bit strange. The wood. How old does the wood look?
The wood looks incredibly old. The only reason it must have survived is because it was a fairly sturdy hardwood. It's very deep ground. It's not crumbling either. It's not in good condition at all, but it'll still moderately sturdy.
And it doesn't look like it's rotted or.
Not in this room, no. In the other room, it looks like it's rotted a bit, but.
Here's the thing. I think because this is in such good condition, I think ideally we'd actually try to find a way to remove this and open it in under controlled conditions. I think because you have got no idea what could be inside this thing. I mean, depending on how long it's been there for, there could be a whole bunch of diseases that have not been around for a long time. But the opening it would be a bit haphazard. Also, ideally, we'd probably open it in a place where we can have a lot more controlled variables, and if there is something to be preserved in there, then we can have things on hand to make that a lot easier. I think if you open it right now, it's immediately it'll oxidize, and then who knows what we can and can't get from it. So I would suggest we just leave this and come back later and
with a whole dig site.
And who knows what else we'll find here. I mean, there might be, we may need to arrange a significant transport method to get it all out. So let's just mark this and make sure we know it's here, and we'll come back for it later.
Are you going to leave a little plastic tag? Just the plastic. The equivalent of plastic.
Well, I've already started putting together a map with some parchment and some charcoal I have on me, so I'll just Mark
Jesus,
that.
you work fast.
Hey, yeah, but you sort of do this for a living, you know. It's not not wasting this opportunity. So.
I know, Mum and Pa never work that fast, but it's good.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're not going to open it up, so we're going to leave the room?
Avoid opening that up and then go back into the rest of the.
Okay.
So do we meet back in the cabin?
Meet back in the middle? Yeah.
Yeah, so it looks like the Cooper lad's gone. It's kind of weird though. Oh, if you want to have a look at it, we found a locket. So, assuming it's probably him, but he's a husk.
A husk? What do you mean by a husk?
There was this corpse in there, and it was completely shriveled, dehydrated, almost mummified.
Like desiccated?
Yeah. And it doesn't look like it's been there overnight. It's been there centuries. But there was this locket.
Strange.
What did you find in the coffin?
Oh, no, we didn't open the coffin.
You didn't open the coffin?
No, of course not. It's.
What's the point?
But we come back here later when we have better equipment. We could see what's going on. It's just very risky.
There's a coffin. You open the coffin.
Well, it's.
She made a great argument about unknown diseases. We need controlled environments.
I've heard that speech before.
Well, yeah, it's a bit of a personal thing.
Yes,
That's actually what killed my husband. Is the
Fuck it.
there was an expedition and they didn't have the right control measures in place, and they all contracted a disease which no one was able to cure in time. It was yeah, it's a bit of a bugbear of mine. It's
Story.
very.
Always open the coffin.
But anyway, it's there. I've marked it. That's fine. We can come up for it later if we need to.
Yeah. Better go back for it.
Can I have a look at the locket?
Yep, you can have a look at the locket.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll hand it over.
Does the locket look tarnished or old? Like it hasn't been worn in a long time, like it's gathered dust.
It does look like the locket is a bit tarnished. There is no dust on it though.
Does it look centuries old?
Yeah, does it look like if we found it on a mummy or something, right? Would it, like if we found it in a tomb, would it?
It looks too young for this tomb.
It looks new for this tomb.
The inside of the thing on the inside looks in good condition. It's the outside
that looks
tarnished.
tarnished.
Yeah.
Along with the body.
And do an intelligence check to check for the wear on it.
Mm-hmm.
To see what chemically might have induced that. 17.
Yeah, it looks like the outside essentially got a chemical attack. And the inside looks okay because it seals quite well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want to have a look at the body?
Just going on a whim or a connection here. Do you think there's maybe something in the coffins that could cause that? Because there was also this broken statue that possibly made the crack in the coffin.
Nothing I can think of.
Am I clutching at straws here?
Oh, the body didn't look burnt or attacked. It was just old.
Well, there might be a connection.
What are you thinking about?
I want to see I think from my experience doing stuff, if I think, was it like a trap, or was there something in there when it broke?
Yeah.
Release.
So hang on. So first of all, the statue was about that tall, so it probably didn't break open the coffin, because you feel like maybe the statue did have something inside it.
Okay. And when it smashed, it might have released some chemical that's...
See, this is why we don't open coffins willy-nilly.
You're right.
Missing out on the best part.
So life lesson for us all. So are we assuming this is Cooper?
That's probably a safe assumption to make. But we'll need to take the locket back to confirm.
Well, I've pocketed it.
Okay.
Shall we continue on then? See what else is out there?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you guys going to go to the stone door or one of the side rooms? And if it's a side room, are you going to go 3 or 4?
I think probably the same as before. Head to the crossroads area and take a look down each.
Yep.
Okay. Crossroads area?
Yep.
We'll
take 3.
Looking up into 3, you see another small coffin. That's all you can see from the crossroads.
Mm-hmm.
Looking into 4, you see another small coffin.
Oh my god.
You can't really see much more of the rooms aside from that because you're at the crossroads, though.
Don't they look bigger than the...
Yeah, you can see that they seem to open up a bit wider, but that's about it. So who's going into which room?
I kind of feel like we should just all stick together with these ones.
Yeah. There may be something a bit off going on here. So yeah. Do we all? Maybe let's just all go down the
3 or 4.
one on the left. We'll go 3.
I
Gotcha. I'm stuck. My cheers.
The way these, I guess, we'll build these is the same as the maps, just for ease of clarity. So as you walk into 3, you can see freestanding, what look like bookshelves and cabinets around the room. If you look on the bookshelves, there are like some leather folder-looking things and a lot of dust on the shelves, but there's no books or anything on the shelves. There appear to be scraps of parchment on there. Not a lot of dust. The cabinets have... Sorry, there's not a lot of just like general dust on the shelves, but on top of the cabinet there is a lot of dust there.
Okay.
That's a cabinet.
And there's a coffin. It's a cabinet.
There's a cave-in. Can't reach that one, sorry.
Alright. I approach one of the cabinets to sort of thumb through some of the parchment.
Okay. So you open up one of the cabinets. Spider crawls out. Yeah, you see a lot of just loose parchment in there. Not all of it has any writing on it. But what languages do you know?
Inherently?
Yeah.
I know.
Seems very ornament.
What are you looking for?
While Sonny's looking up some languages, what does everyone else want to do?
I want to look at the coffin.
Proficiencies, languages, cool. I know Common, Dwarvish, Gnomish, and Undercommon.
Okay. Alright, so you don't explicitly know any of the... You don't know what the language this is written in, but you can see some mathematical notation on some of the pages, and they seem to be fairly loose leaf.
I would like to cast Comprehend Languages.
Comprehend Languages, nice.
With my Wizard Initiate feat.
Gotcha, okay. Yeah, that's a good one.
Free cast, and then sort of start translating the languages on this page.
So just having a brief read through, you can see some of this is like engineering sort of things on how to, on like designs for bridges and houses. Some of it seems like one page seems to be a cookbook, from a cookbook, sorry. And another one seems to be just a fiction story. So there seems to be no set thing in this set of pages.
Okay.
Comprehend
languages last for an hour.
Gotcha.
So I'll just have it up.
Keep that
in case we see other things.
So you're going to go and look at the coffin? Can we take a quick break before we do that?
Yes, let's do that.
Should we...
Oh yeah, we can probably score it now.
And then
As as Nico walks up to the coffin. We see the camera as Nico looms over the coffin.
Crossbar coming out of it.
Crowbar in hand. And we'll see you next week. Or next time. See ya.